Hey, what's up? We're going to work on the orthodox versus the southpaw. Like Mickey said, lefty should be outlawed. Just kidding. Luckily, a lot of my better guys on our team, my very skilled strikers, are switch hitters. They know how to take advantage of when they see someone who's not good at fighting a lefty, they'll turn lefty. Mike does that well. Anthony Pettis does that well. Sergio Pettis does that well. And as well as Alan Belcher. But that's one thing too that I'm real impressed with Alan and Anthony on the high level of fighting. They're able to end fights from both stances, and that's really impressive in my mind. I have certain skills from left hand that work well for me. Then I have my home-based right-handed. But Alan Belcher knocked out Gouveia from his weaker side, as did Anthony knocked out Cerrone from his left side, and as well Joe Lozon too. So that's something that, just a tip, if we see that you're not good, we'll isolate that. You're always looking for your weakness, and that's my thing for you aspiring or fighters who follow this. If you come to the practice every day and you only train your strength, or you're always thinking your strength is going to do it, guess what? Their coaching staff, that athlete, they're looking for your weakness. So accept your weaknesses and train them. That being said, we're going to work on the lefty-righty matchup. I'm blessed. My older brother, who is one of the greatest kickboxers ever from the United States, and he's one of the main reasons my dad and him and my brothers and my family why I'm here talking to you today. He inspired me to get into the ring and follow in his footsteps. He is a 6-time world champion, K1 USA champion, as well managed by the great Sugar Ray Leonard, and he won the WBC America's belt in boxing. So just I had the displeasure but the pleasure of growing up with him. But he was a lefty. Not only was he a lefty, he was kind of an awkward lefty, and I find that it's not a dig against lefties. It's a huge advantage for a lot of lefties. A lot of lefties in other sports too have more awkward styles. I like to do a psychological profile on that, but most lefties move differently. So that being said, offensively, I find that a lot of lefties move differently than righties. And that's honestly why Floyd Mayweather is not fought a lot of lefties. The last lefty he fought was Robert the Ghost Guerrero. Other than that, he's faced a lot of righties. There's an interesting video, if you want to look it up, a guy that was a phenomenal boxer, but he just had a lot of personal problems, is look up sparring, Floyd Mayweather versus Paulie Spadafora at the top ranked gym. Paul Spadafora gave him a heck of a time going southpaw. That's why Manny Pacquiao has done very well, is not only his style, but he's left-handed and dealing with the unique angles that he knows how to fight. Here's the skinny. And now in a place like Thailand and Cuba, there's a lot of lefties there. But for the most part, you've seen more lefties pop up in MMA, but it is a pretty not common thing. But here's the lefty advantage. Lefties have the advantage of going against righties all the time, whereas in most righties go with most righties. So it's always kind of an awkward thing when lefties face righties and righties struggle with that. Actually, Oscar De La Hoya, an outstanding fighter, he just had a little lefty phenomenon too. They call it the southpaw jinx. But that being said, we'll work on our southpaws. Let's get you on this side, champ. Big thing, we were talking in our pre-filming notes, he said the first thing, someday he'll do his own tutorial when he's done with his career. This guy's a great student of the game and the arts, and it's the foot battle. Where a lot of people get in trouble is they let the southpaw control this outside angle. And I'll set this up for you. See, we'll turn this way, champ. See, if I control this outside angle, look, I have a straight line to the shot. One of the best lefties in all of kickboxing. I talked to him earlier in some of the segments, the doctor, Giorgio Petrosian, great lefty. Also, speaking of lefties, I had Kong Napa from Thailand, who was an awesome lefty living with me. I also had Song Kla from Thailand, awesome lefty. And then my other buddy, Kampon, he lived with me. He was a switch hitter like a lot of my guys, so he could go lefty and righty. And he's kind of the one, Sit Your Tongue did it a little bit, but he's one of the guys who really taught me how to, if they're weak with this, go there, be a switch hitter. And then when I came back and won my last world title in 1998, I employed that game plan a lot. So I do the magical thing. I like to listen to my coaches, just joking. But yeah, I mean, I'm very thankful thankful that those guys gave me that knowledge, and I was able to learn it, earn it, and now own it. But like Mike said, if I get caught plotting and I come on the inside, by taking this punch, I'm going to be off balance. And see, there is that hook, that jab. See, and that's the other thing. A lot of people, the righties, mistake. The problem is when they go righty, they throw standard hooks. What I mean by standard hooks is the hook on the righty versus righty, it travels a lot more because it's going deep or it's going short. I call it a pocket hook with the lefty-righty game. Whether righty-lefty, it don't matter. If my foot gets stuck here in the punch, see, he just punches to the target. See, a lot of people, it might be a hooking jab or a jab. I don't know. It's an effective punch. A lot of the lefty-righty punches aren't perfect. You got to learn how to just hit openings. That's what Manny Pacquiao does phenomenally well. The same with Giorgio Petrosian. He's hitting openings because they're weird openings. So the big thing, the foot battle, you got to have good eyesight when you're fighting lefties because they're going to do different things. Now, so that being said, we want to really establish who wins this foot battle. Because if I get caught stepping on the inside, I'm going to have trouble. So another thing you want to do against the lefty, which I learned from Cuban boxing and even the Muay Thai.
Porra. Guess who? I think you already know who it is. It's Renato Laranja. And as you know, the internet is not just to look at pictures of me and also videos of me. It's also to learn some martial art, technique. And you know where the best place that I like to go? I go to Duke Roufus Striking University. And it's the best place where you're gonna get technique daily. We're gonna give to you that one. And then also you're gonna have some webinar where you can bring the group into that one. And then also you're gonna get some personal treatments on the forum from the one and only Duke Roufus. And also sometime maybe I'm gonna come on there and we can maybe to have a drink, listen to some HNB, Kiswatch, and we can have a drink and maybe gonna see where we go from there. And just remember, it's for $1, you can also get a trial membership for 7 whole days. It was take my God to 7 days to make the earth, but for you it's only gonna be $1. And remember, Rome wasn't built in a day.